Euclid, Cleveland Heights, and Berea Mid-Park. Tonight on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Jason Nicholas.
Hello there, good evening. I'm Jason Nicholas, and welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. First, let's take a look at those team standings, because at the end of the season, the top three scoring teams will return for our championship showdown, but these points are very important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant $20,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. So let's get started in our opening match. It is the lightning round. In this round, all three teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. We start each team tonight with 100 points. Here we go. All the answers in this round begin with the letter I. The letter I. This is the least active of the halogen elements. Berea.
Iodine.
Iodine is right. Spain and Portugal are located on this peninsula. Berea.
Iberian Peninsula.
Iberian Peninsula is correct. The mythical Agamemnon sacrificed this daughter so his ships could sail. Anybody know this? Iphigenia. This region of the atmosphere extends 30 to 250 miles.
Ionosphere.
Ionosphere is right. This type of rock is neither metamorphic or Berea Mid-Park.
Igneous.
Igneous is right. The 16th Amendment authorized this type of tax. Berea Mid-Park.
Income tax.
Income tax is right. In physics, this is the tendency of a body to remain at rest. Berea Mid-Park.
Inertia.
Inertia is right. In baseball, this is the collective name for the three basemen and the shortstop. Cleveland Heights.
Infield.
Infield is right. This 16th century Russian czar was called the Terrible. Berea Mid-Park.
Ivan.
Ivan is right. For our final lightning round question, let's go over to Ellen Rudolph from the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage.
Here at the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage, we had an exciting showing of the work of Israeli artist Yael Bartana. This exhibition shared what same fiery I-initialed name as a recent book by Dan Brown?
Berea Mid-Park.
Inferno.
Inferno. What a round from Berea Mid-Park there. Every question but one. Impressive. We'll meet Berea Mid-Park and the other teams as AC continues.
Just like anything can happen in the game you're about to watch, anything can happen in life. That's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Our employees and agency partners are here for you when the unexpected happens, to help put the pieces back together and give you peace of mind.
In addition to high school quiz shows, we support programs like teen driver safety and community involvement.
The bottom line is that we value what you value.
So thanks for tuning in. Now let's watch these sharp young minds compete in what's sure to be an exciting match.
Let's welcome our judge tonight from Cuyahoga Community College, Mary Kay Bitterman, Director of Technology Academies. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Thanks for watching us tonight. Now it is time for our Mix It Up round here. The questions were 20 points. There's no penalty for an incorrect answer. If a team answers all 6 questions correctly, they'll receive those very important 25 bonus points. First, let's take some time. Learn about team number 1, Euclid. Euclid with over 1,600 students, comprehensive school offering a college prep curriculum. Elective courses include astronomy with one of the few working planetariums in Northeast Ohio, video game programming, psychology, African American history, advanced web design, and personal business law. Students may participate in music and art classes at all 4 grade levels, AP courses in all subject areas, and career technical education. Nicole is the captain of Euclid. Nicole is in the show choir. Tell us more.
I also play soccer. I'm a diver. I'm a part of NHS, and I'd like to thank our advisor, Mrs. McGarry. Fantastic. Over to Cameron. Cameron, you're in the National Honor Society. Tell us more about Cameron.
I plan on attending Bowling Green. I like to write songs, and I'd like to thank our advisor and my parents.
All right, future Falcon, over to Grace. Grace, you play soccer. Tell us more about Grace.
I'm also in NHS and Student Council.
All right, Cameron, Nicole, Grace, Euclid, these questions only for you. Let's start. This territory can be yours if you find in this phrase the name of what South Carolina fort that was fired upon at the opening of the Civil War? Open the Civil War. It's within that phrase. Let's have a guess. Fort Sumter. Someone who is courageous can be best described by which of these? Courageous is?
Intransigent.
Intrepid. Here you see every other letter in the name of what ancient Chinese philosopher and teacher noted for his wise saying?
Confucius.
That's right. Instead of rubbing eggs together, we arrange the letters here in this phrase to name what 15th century German printer who used movable type to create a famous Bible?
Gutenberg.
Gutenberg, right. Which of these years did the U.S. hold a presidential election?
(2004).
2004, correct. This was President Eisenhower's dismissive statement after the Soviet Union launched what first satellite in 1957?
Sputnik 1.
Sputnik is right. Well done, Euclid. Cleveland Heights, Team 2 tonight. Let's check it out. Focused on preparing its over 1,700 students to be college ready and life prepared, Cleveland Heights emphasizes a rigorous curriculum, relationship building, and relevance to the global society. Heights offers nearly 20 AP courses, including statistics, psychology, and British literature. The academic side of the school life is complemented by over 70 extracurriculars, including athletics, performing arts, community service. A technical education program also allows students to earn college credit prior to graduation. Miranda is the captain of Cleveland Heights. Miranda, you play on the tennis team.
Yeah, I also play softball and synchronized swimming. And right now I'm in the show Guys and Dolls as Adelaide.
Nice. Over to Ian. Ian, you're on the swimming team. Tell us more about Ian.
I am also in Guys and Dolls as Sky Masterson, and I'm in the NHS, and I'm also president of the a cappella choir.
Terrific. Over to Anne. Anne, you're in the youth orchestra.
That's right. We're playing a world premiere concerto this year. I'm also in the pit for the Guys and Dolls musical this year.
Guys and Dolls, a lot of love here. All right, Ian, Miranda, Ann, here we go, Cleveland Heights. You can throw to 20 points if you find in here the hidden name of what plaintiff in the 1954 Supreme Court case that ended school segregation.
Do I have to buzz? Okay, Brown. Brown v. Board.
Brown, correct. You don't have to buzz, although, you know, you did a nice job. If an attorney negotiated an equitable settlement, that settlement can be best described by which of these? Equitable.
Fair.
Fair is right. When left out, the first and last letters are the name of what element that makes up both graphite and diamonds?
Carbon.
Carbon is right. Even if you don't feed your dog pasta, you can rearrange the letters here to name what gladiator who led a slave rebellion in ancient Rome?
Spartacus.
Spartacus is right. Which of these phrases demonstrates alliteration?
Great green ghosts.
Yeah.
Great green ghosts, right. 25 bonus points possible here, Cleveland Heights. These powerful words came from a 1965 speech by what African-American leader who changed his last name Little to a letter in the alphabet?
Malcolm X.
25 bonus points. Cleveland Heights. Nice job. All right, finally tonight, Berea Mid-Park. Following last year's historic scholastic reunification, Berea Mid-Park High School merged two high schools in the Berea City School District to provide students with educational opportunities that will prepare them for the 21st century. Named the National AP District Honor Roll, Berea Mid-Park offers AP coursework in calculus, statistics, environmental science, physics, biology, history, government, psychology, and English, as well as a music program that is consistently ranked among the best in the nation. Ben is the captain of Berea Mid-Park. Ben is the president of the National Honor Society. Tell us more, Ben.
I'm also the president of the Key Club, the treasurer of the speech and debate team, and would very much like to thank our coach, Mr. Stevens.
All right, very good. Over to David. David, you play the cello. Tell us more.
I do not know where I'm going to college, but I do plan on majoring in mathematics, and I'd like to thank our families for coming to support us.
Okay, over to Brandon. Brandon, you play or are a member of the track and field team. Tell us more about Brandon.
Yes, I'm also vice president of NHS, and I'd like to thank our alternates, Sarah, Ann, and Harganit.
All right, very good. David, Ben, Brandon, Berea Mid-Park. Questions just for you. You can help yourself by finding here the name of what American Army officer and explorer for whom a mountain peak in Colorado is named.
Pike.
Zebulon Pike, correct. When you have a discord, you have which of these?
Dissension.
Yes, fill in the missing vowels here. You'll name what major artery through which blood is distributed to the branch arteries.
Aorta.
Aorta is right. Leave toxins behind. Rearrange these letters to name what Massachusetts town near Concord that saw the first fighting in the American Revolution.
Lexington.
That is right. If he'd needed professional help, which of these men might have sought help from Urania, the ancient muse of astronomy?
Kepler.
Kepler is right. 25 bonus points possible here. Berea Mid-Park, an American novelist, wrote this description of Acadia National Park in what largest and northernmost New England state?
Maine.
25 bonus points! Berea Mid-Park. Well done there, gentlemen. On fire to start this match. That's the end of the round. More Q&A right after this.
I'm Gordon Wenner of Jones & Wenner Insurance, a Westfield partner, bringing you the Sharing Knowledge, Building Trust question of the week. If your neighbor falls and hurts himself at your home or on your property, are you covered under your insurance policy?
For the answer and a chance to win a Kindle, visit westfieldinsurance.com/academic challenge.
What a great crowd here on East 30th and Euclid. Welcome back to AC. Before we begin our next round, let's recap the score so far tonight. In third place, 180 points, Euclid. Second place, 255, Cleveland Heights. So far in the lead tonight, a very quick start for Berea Mid-Park. Gentlemen, 325, but it is still early here. Now it is time for a picture-perfect round. Each correct answer worth 10 points, but a wrong or no answer will cost 10 points. All three teams are playing here. So hands on your buzzers, eyes on the monitor. Let's start. Real seahorses are quite small, but according to myth, gigantic seahorses pulled the chariot of what classical sea god? Cleveland Heights.
Poseidon.
Poseidon or Neptune, correct. George Orwell's nonfiction war commentaries were written before what fictional work that has a date as its title, Berea?
1984.
That is right. In 1925, U.S. soldiers were sent to what Central American country? Wow. Whose capital? Go ahead, Berea.
Nicaragua.
Whose capital is Managua? Nicaragua is right. Good job there. Taking all positive roots here to be positive, what is the value of this expression? Anyone have a guess on this math question? Go ahead, Berea.
12.
12 is right. Summer visitors enjoy spectacular fireworks each night at what French palace where the World War I peace treaty was signed? Berea Mid-Park.
Versailles.
Versailles is right. This is a nighttime view along the Liffey River in what Irish capital city? Berea.
Dublin.
Dublin is right. The volcanoes of South America were of military value to the conquistadors who made gunpowder from what volcanically obtained element? Symbol is S. Berea Mid-Park.
Sulfur.
Sulfur's right. In this issue of Cleveland Magazine, we learned that what award honoring outstanding college football players is named for Cleveland Heights?
Heisman.
Memory of a Cleveland-born former Oberlin coach. The Heisman Award is right. Well done there, and that does it for the picture-perfect round. More academic challenge, more fun, more questions, more answers after this. Let's welcome our team advisors tonight from Berea Mid-Park, Jim Stevens. From Cleveland Heights, Jim Miller. And from Euclid, Michelle McGarry. Time to get back on the way now. Hot picks one at a time. I'll ask each team 8 questions. The correct response here is worth 20 points. There is no penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive those very important 25 bonus points. First up, Team 1, Euclid. We go over to Cleveland Heights as Captain Miranda. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for Euclid.
Let's go with 4.
Envelope number 4 for Euclid. Again, no need to buzz in here. These questions are only for you. Let's start. Ulysses S. Grant somehow lost his original first name, Hiram, during the application process for what U.S. military academy in New York State? U.S. Military Academy? Let's have a guess here. West Point. No doubt heads turned to look when the Greek goddess Hecate walked by, since she had 3 heads, a horse's, a dog's, and that of what king of beasts?
Is Siberius?
No, lion. You'll find clouds filled with sulfuric acid and temperatures over 800 degrees Fahrenheit if you visited what planet second from the sun?
Venus.
Venus is right. To the Monitor Your Science question, which of these is responsible for the perceived change in pitch of a siren as it approaches and then recedes? Let's have a guess here.
The Doppler effect?
The Doppler effect, right. In 2011, President Obama became the first chief executive since Kennedy to visit what U.S. Commonwealth in the Caribbean? Let's have a guess here. U.S. Commonwealth, Caribbean, Puerto Rico. You'll be more likely to feel good rather than miserable if you read Les Miserables by what French author? Let's have a guess. No guess. Victor Hugo. To the Monitor Your Math question, give the sum of the two complex numbers shown.
Seven minus 4i.
7 minus 4i. Correct. Well done. One Family Feud took an unpleasant turn when England's Elizabeth I ordered the beheading of what cousin who had been the Queen of Scotland?
Queen Mary.
Mary is right. Well done there, Euclid. Good job. Tough round, though. You know, you had a lot of tricky questions. All right, team number 2 is Cleveland Heights. We go over to Ben from Berea Mid-Park. Ben, we've got 1, 2, or 3.
Go with number 2.
Number 2 for Cleveland Heights. Again, no need to buzz in. These questions only for you. Scotland's Robert the Bruce allegedly learned patience from what same kind of arachnid that frightened little Miss Muffet?
Spider.
Spider's right. Cherry blossoms are usually pink or white, but the flowers of the potato are most often of what primary color that symbolizes sadness?
Blue.
Blue is right. There are over 350 miles of tunnels inside Arizona's San Manuel mine, dug to extract what metal, whose chemical symbol is Cu?
Copper.
Copper is right. To the Monitor Your Science question, people who live at very high altitudes have adapted and now show which of these traits?
More red blood cells.
That is right. A class trip to historic Virginia would no doubt include a visit to what municipality where Cornwallis surrendered in the last battle of the American Revolution? Last battle of the American Revolution? Yorktown. Conceit and bigotry might be one way to paraphrase the title of what Jane Austen novel about the Bennett family?
Pride and Prejudice.
That is right. To the Monitor Your Math question, simplify this expression here.
1/4.
No, the answer is 4. Most U.S. presidents are sworn into office by the Chief Justice, but in 1923, what 30th president was given the oath of office by his father, who was a notary public?
Wilson?
No, Calvin Coolidge is the right answer there. Well done, Cleveland Heights. Almost in first place. Finally tonight, Berea Mid-Park. We go back over to Nicole from Euclid. Nicole, we have 1 and 3 for the gentleman of Berea Mid-Park.
3.
Envelope number 3 for Berea Mid-Park. Here we go, guys. When the Vikings went into battle, they often did so under a flag picturing what black bird? That title's a poem by Edgar Allan Poe.
Raven.
That's right. Legend has it that legend has it that French King Louis the Pious died of fright when he saw what solar event in which one celestial body is obscured by another?
Eclipse.
The eclipse is right. In 1999, a French-led expedition removed the fully preserved 20,000-year-old carcass of a woolly mammoth from the permafrost of what large frozen region of Russia?
Siberia.
Is right. To the Monitor Your Science question, which of these was the first artificially produced trans-uranium element?
Neptunium.
Neptunium is right. Poet John Milton once wrote a verse drama about the son of what Roman god of wine identified with the Greek Dionysus?
Bacchus.
Bacchus, right. Good job. Teddy bears are always popular, but a poll of British readers found that their favorite bear of all is what fictional bear created by A.A. Milne? Fictional bear created by A.A. Milne?
Yogi.
No, Winnie the Pooh. Monitor Your Math question. Evaluate this expression.
90.
90's right. The Head Start program was part of the war on poverty declared by what 36th U.S. president? A Democrat from Texas. 36th.
Johnson.
Lydia Johnson, well done. Gentlemen from Berea Mid-Park, that's into the round. Our grab bag round, the final round is coming up right after this.
For complete information about everything academic, visit us online at newsnet5.com/academic-challenge.
Welcome back to AC. Let's recap our scores so far tonight. Third place, 260. Euclid, second place, 375. Cleveland Heights in the lead tonight, 525. Berea Mid-Park. Now it is time for our grab bag round. It's a free-for-all. Each correct answer is worth 20 points, but a team will lose 20 for a wrong or no answer. Also some visual questions here, plus or minus 30. All three teams are playing, so hands on your buzzers. Our grab bag round begins right now. What hawk-like bird used by hunters in the Middle Ages is now the mascot of the U.S. Air Force? Berea.
Falcon.
Is right. An American military officer led the capture of Peking during what anti-foreigner uprising that took place in China in 1900? Berea.
Boxer Rebellion.
That is right. The biggest tourist attraction in Austin, Minnesota is a museum dedicated to what metal product with the meat product, with the same name as unwanted emails? Berea.
Spam.
Spam is right. Here you see what Australian cape sharing its name with the British dynasty that fought the Lancasters in the War of the Roses? Berea.
York.
York is right. According to Greek myth, a six-headed creature named Scylla paired with what whirlpool-creating monster? Berea.
Charybdis.
That is right. The sine of what angle less than 90 degrees equals the cosine of 35 degrees? Berea.
55.
55 is right. The southernmost fjord in the northern hemisphere is an old description for what New York City river named for an English explorer? Cleveland Heights.
Hudson.
Hudson is right. To the monitor, forget beast. Just study this phrase to find hidden within it the last name of what man who invented the Kodak camera in 1888?
Eastman.
Eastman is right. What author created an alien named Ford Prefect, who traveled on a spaceship called Heart of Gold in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Douglas Adams.
Adams is right. Choice. How many electrons are there in the outer shell of potassium? 1, 7, or 0? 3.
1.
1 is right. To teach his son's self-reliance, Johann Weiss wrote a novel about what shipwrecks Swiss family that became a worldwide favorite? Cleveland Heights.
Robinson Crusoe.
Now the answer is just Robinson. To the monitor, though his clothing store went bankrupt, what man, shown here on the left, went on to become the 33rd president of the U.S.? Berea.
Truman.
Truman is right. Some reproductions are worthless, but a reproduction of Gilbert Stuart's portrait. Can't finish the question. The buzzer means the game is over. Let's take a look at our final standings tonight. In third place, 260 points, we have Euclid. In second place at 405, Cleveland Heights. And our winner tonight, now number 1 on our leaderboard, 725. The gentlemen of Berea Mid-Park. Well done, guys. Great match. Hey, join us next week. We'll feature teams from Firestone, Marion L. Steele, and Worcester. I'm Jason Nicholas. We'll see you next week for another edition of Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.